Hey guys, and welcome. In today's video I want to detail everything that we know so far around the story within Hogwarts Legacy, what we can potentially expect upon release, and what direction will the story go. Now a lot of this information will come directly from the FAQ page and the official Hogwarts Legacy website, so there won't be any spoilers, any leaks to any of the information or the story in this video. This will simply just be what's been mentioned by the developers, so you can be reassured there. But if you wanted to go into this completely blind, then this may not be the video for you, so this is your chance to click away and wait for the 10th of February. But ultimately, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments if you're excited for Hogwarts Legacy's release, and what better way to show me that than by hitting the like button. We'll be covering Hogwarts Legacy on the channel extensively when it does release on the 10th, so if you did want to stay up to date with all of that, when it does release, then this would be the perfect place for you to subscribe and stick around too. But without further ado everyone, let's dive straight in. There is a way that you guys can play Hogwarts Legacy up to 72 hours early, so it will actually release on the 7th of February rather than the 10th. So, the Hogwarts Legacy Deluxe Edition for PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series S, X and PC includes a 72-hour early access to the game starting on February the 7th, 2023. However, if you have a PlayStation 4 or a normal Xbox One, they will launch together on April the 4th, 2023 without any early access, so those versions of the game have in fact been delayed. But if you do want to get the game early and play it up to that 72-hour period a bit earlier, then you can just pre-order the Deluxe Edition and do that. Again, I'll have all early access to the title and we'll be loading videos around the story and generally how the game feels on the channel anyway, so if you didn't want to spend the extra money, this will be a perfect place for you to stick around and get that content early anyway. Hogwarts Legacy is an open-world, single-player action role-playing game set in the 1800s wizarding world. The story has players experiencing life as a student at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry like never before, as they live the unwritten and embark a dangerous journey to uncover the hidden truth behind the wizarding world. The story is set around 100 years before the first Harry Potter movie, where you, the player, have the customization to create your own witch or wizard, creating your own journey and story. The game will be set in locations within and beyond Hogwarts, like the familiar locations including the Forbidden Forest and Hogsmeade Village. You'll start in Hogwarts in your 5th year, coming to the school after surviving some kind of mysterious incident. Now the 5th year is quite a late stage to join Hogwarts. Typically you'd be there from 1st year going all the way to like the 9th or the 10th year. But in this scenario our character joins in the 5th year. Right now we don't really know too much why, and it may be something to do with his history, in which we'll find out a little bit later on. But it's interesting to think about, and let me know your thoughts and opinions down below on this. Your character apparently has ties to an ancient magic, which will put you on a collision course with the Goblin Rebellion led by Ranrock, aided by his alliance with the Dark Wizard Victor Rookwood, who both presented formidable threats to the entire wizarding world. It was mentioned that Ranrock had seen a glimmer of magic that the wizard kind had tried to hide, even from themselves, and he wanted that power in particular. His worldview is skewed by his hatred of wizards, which makes his alliance with Victor Rookwood particularly tenuous. Once Ranrock gets what he wants, no one will be able to stop him, and the wizarding world will be doomed. Again, we know nothing about these characters, we don't know what they are, who they are, what their backstory is, the reasons what their motivations are yet, but I'm sure we'll get them as soon as the game does release, and of course if you want a breakdown of that, this is the perfect place for you, so make sure you are subscribed. Hogwarts Legacy features an original story which will allow us to experience life as a 5th year student of Hogwarts. Granted late admittance as we hold the key to an ancient secret, Avalanche Software says that we'll embark on a dangerous journey to uncover a hidden truth of the wizarding world within Hogwarts Legacy, visit some familiar locations, and meet a brand new cast of characters. However, a really interesting point and aspect to this game as well is that because it's set 100 years before the first movie, a lot of the technology, spells and other things within the universe are not as advanced as what they were in those movies. So for example, the broomstick technology, it will not be as it was in the first movie and beyond. It will be very, very basic and allow you to upgrade it along the way. Once you've created your own wizard, I presume you'll then go into your 5th year of Hogwarts, and then that's where you'll be able to choose your different house. And this is really, really cool. And it will follow the exact same trend as what the first Harry Potter movie did. You will then have your housing ceremony within the Great Hall, which will put you into one of 4 houses by the Sorting Hat. Throughout the storyline though, the developers have mentioned that they've tried to keep everything as authentic as possible within the wizarding world, even speaking to the likes of J.K. Rowling and her team around the overall direction to make sure it's not straying too far away from what the universe is all about, which we'll touch on a little bit later in this video. So, in terms of things like boss fights and other secrets across the game, we don't really know what they are. However, there have been some hinted within some of the trailers, such as the trolls that we've seen as well, which was very reminiscent of the first game. And just judging off some of the films as well, some of the things that would look really, really cool going into these games. We've got the likes of the huge spider in the Forbidden Forest. We then have the two-headed dog guarding the hatch from the first film. And then maybe even some of the dragons from the Goblet of Fire. But ultimately, this universe is absolutely huge, so let me know your thoughts and opinions down below on what you think that we may see going through, any throwbacks, any Easter eggs, the direction, and what bosses you would love to fight in this game. Ultimately, we don't really know too much around the story, with it, of course, being a very secretive game, and nobody wants to have any story spoilers around this game. I am very excited to see where this goes. I'm very excited to put some time into it and to play through it, and I know that a lot of you guys are as well. But as mentioned, guys, make sure you're subscribed to the channel because there's going to be so much content for Hogwarts Legacy posted on here as well, going into the story explained side of things, a review of the game as well, and from that point, any lore from the characters, what happens to characters in certain situations. This content is going to be huge on the channel, so make sure you stick around for that. You're not going to regret it. But I hope you have enjoyed today's video, everyone. Leave a like if you have, subscribe if you guys are brand new, leave comments down below as to what you think of Hogwarts Legacy and anything we've spoken about in this video. I'll be very happy to have a read through all of them and have a conversation with you guys in the comments. But we'll see you all next time.